Professor Kalin stood before the assembled class of xenobiology students, his crystalline form refracting the soft blue light of the lecture hall. The Galactic Academy's most prestigious course, Survival Adaptations Across Known Worlds, had attracted students from 47 different species, each eager to understand the mysteries of life in the cosmos. Today, Kalin announced, his voice resonating through translation matrices, we have a special guest, a human from Earth, one of only 3 Class 12 Deathworlds where sapient life has evolved. A ripple of nervous energy passed through the assembled students. The insectoid Vrex clicked their mandibles anxiously. The gaseous millennia dimmed their bioluminescent cores. Even the usually stoic Kron shifted their massive frames uncomfortably. A human female entered the hall and the room fell silent. She wore the simple gray uniform of the Terran Diplomatic Corps, her dark hair pulled back in a practical bun. She smiled, an expression that made several students recoil, and introduced herself as Commander Sarah Chen. Thank you, Professor, she said, her voice steady and warm. I understand you have questions about Earth. A young Vrex named Chitsk raised a trembling appendage. Commander, our data indicates that Earth's atmospheric oxygen concentration is 21%. That's a corrosive toxin for most species. How do you survive such poison? Sarah's smile widened. We breathe it. Our cells require oxygen to produce energy. We'd die within minutes without it. Horrified chittering filled the hall. But that's not all. A millennia student pulsed in infrared light. Your planet's gravity is classified as crushing by galactic standards. 0.98 standard gravities. How do your fragile bodies not collapse? We evolved in it, Sarah replied simply. It made us strong. Our bones are dense, our muscles efficient. We can carry loads, run for hours, and yes, we can fight when necessary. Fighting, Professor Kalin interjected, is another peculiarity. Humans are one of the few sapient species that still engages in organized violence. Sarah's expression grew somber. We do. It's not something we're proud of, but yes, we fight. Sometimes against each other, though we're working on that. But we evolved as persistence predators, Professor. We chased our prey until it collapsed from exhaustion. That instinct, it's still in us. A Kron student, built like a boulder with sensory stalks, rumbled a question. Your planet experiences what you call seasons. Temperature variations of 50 degrees or more. Frozen water falls from the sky. How? Our planet has an axial tilt, Sarah explained, pulling up a holographic display of Earth. 23.5 degrees. It gives us seasons, times of plenty and times of hardship. Winter can kill the unprepared. Summer heat can be just as deadly. We adapted. We built shelters, made clothing, stored food. We learned to plan, to prepare, to survive. But the predators, chittered Chitsk, mandibles quivering. Our records show Earth harbored massive carnivores. Creatures with toxins, claws, fangs designed to kill. Sarah nodded. Still does. We have spiders whose venom can kill in hours. Snakes that can swallow prey whole. Sharks that have remained virtually unchanged for 400 million years because they're perfect killing machines. Bears that can weigh 800 kilograms. Big cats that can break necks with a single bite. And you live among these monsters? A gaseous student whispered. We're the apex predator, Sarah said quietly. Not because we're the biggest or the strongest. Because we're smart, adaptable, and relentless. We hunted the mammoths to extinction. We domesticated wolves, turning predators into companions. We learned to navigate oceans that could swallow our vessels whole, to climb mountains where the air is too thin to breathe, to survive in deserts where water is scarce. Professor Kalin's form shimmered with what might have been approval. The students also want to know about Earth's microbial life. Sarah actually laughed, a sound that made several students flinch. Our world is covered in microorganisms. Bacteria, viruses, fungi, they're everywhere. In our air, our water, our soil, on our skin, in our guts. Some cause disease, yes, but most are harmless or even helpful. We co-evolved with them. Our immune systems wage constant war against the harmful ones. Constant war, Chitsk repeated, horrified. Inside your own bodies? Every second of every day, Sarah confirmed. Most species that visit Earth need full environmental suits. Our world would kill them in days, if not from the oxygen, then from the microbes or the gravity, or any number of other factors. A long silence filled the hall. Finally, a small Vrex in the back asked the question they were all thinking. Commander Chen, if your world is so deadly, If survival requires such constant struggle, why do humans seem so happy? We've observed your kind in the academy. You laugh, you play, you create art. You don't act like survivors from a death world. Sarah's expression softened. And for the first time, the students saw something other than the calm professionalism. They saw genuine emotion. Because that's exactly why we're happy, she said. You see Earth as a death world, and you're right, it is. But it's also the most beautiful place in the galaxy. Our struggles made us strong, yes, but they also taught us to appreciate what we have. Every sunrise is a gift because we know night can be deadly. Every meal is precious because we remember hunger. Every friend is treasured because we understand loss. She paused, looking at each student in turn. Earth didn't just make us survivors. It made us fighters, dreamers, explorers. It taught us that life is precious precisely because it's fragile, that beauty exists alongside danger, that home is worth protecting because we know what it costs to survive there. Sarah pulled up an image of Earth from space, a blue marble swirled with white clouds, brown continents and vast oceans. You call it a death world, she said softly. We call it home. And yes, it tried to kill us every day of our evolution, but it also gave us oceans full of life, forests that breathe, mountains that touch the sky, and a million different environments that challenged us to become better, smarter and stronger. She looked at Professor Kalin. Earth didn't make us in spite of being a death world. It made us because it was a death world, and now we're here among the stars carrying that strength with us, not to conquer but to survive, to learn, and maybe, just maybe, to help others do the same. The lecture hall remained silent for a long moment. Then slowly, Chitsk raised an appendage, not in question, but in the Vrek's gesture of profound respect. One by one, the other students followed suit, each in their own species' way. They finally understood. Earth wasn't just a death world, it was a forge, and humanity was what it had created.